20 building ideas to build in Minecraft when you're bored. And guys, don't worry, this build is one of them, but most of the builds aren't this big and this extravagant. This is just one of the like 2 or 3 that are really big and really hard to actually build. These builds can be built with friends, by yourself, or even in creative. Now with that, let's get into the video. First build is make your favorite 2D character in Minecraft. Can be any 2D character from any show that you could possibly think of. And this is also a really good one to do with your friends, so then you could have multiple characters in your Minecraft world. Number 2, build a modern mansion. It can have as much or as little detail as you would like. I personally really like building these since it can be really fun. Not as fun gathering the resources, but it can be really fun creating it and making it, especially if you have a friend to talk to throughout the build. Just remember, the best part to every mansion is its swimming pool and its 60-inch wide TV. Third one is build the most inescapable prison ever, but actually have an escape for it, and then let your friends see if they can escape prison. Just try and make it as hard as possible, but still for them to have a way out and potentially survive. Number 4, this one goes kind of hand in hand with the prison, but make the safest house possible. As you can see by this house, it has cobwebs everywhere surrounded by lava and fences, and then glass surrounding it. So it's a very safe house. You can use this just to protect you from mobs, or protect you from your friends. But now we're going to move on to stuff that you don't necessarily need your friends for. Number 5, this is mainly for people that are really far into a survival world or in a creative world. But build yourself a massive mountain, plant some trees, or make custom trees, and just have a little small, feeling home. Overall, this is one of my favorites. Although it does take a while to build, it is one of the coolest ones on this list to build. There are cooler ones coming soon. Number 6, build your character or any popular character you would like in Minecraft. This could use quite a bit of resources depending on which character you decide to pick. But overall, I think this would be a really fun addition to add to your Minecraft world. Number 7, make a cultural house / building. This, I'm pretty sure, is a Japanese building. I'm so sorry if that's wrong, but I do really like how this looks. So yeah, overall, this is a good way to learn about different cultures while still building in Minecraft. Number 8, and this is definitely on the more skilled side of this video. This is a dark / futuristic styled build. A lot of floating and a lot of darkness. This is one of my favorite parts of the build, the sword going through the top. That is actually a Nether Portal. This is definitely my favorite build so far that we've been over on this video. The middle of the base is mainly used for storage, but you can use it for whatever you want. Number 9, build a small but very colorful city / town. To make it look more lively, you can even add a wall around city / town. Add villagers into it that live inside the houses to make it look like people actually live there. Could take a while to build, especially with all the design you would need. And the materials will probably take a while too because of all the color. Number 10, make a small and ominous looking tent in the middle of the woods. Try and make it as spooky looking as possible. You can live in one of these tents or just have it in the woods for the effect. Overall, I just think this would be a fun project to do with a friend or just by yourself. Really to live in, just to have it there if you're bored and want something to build. Number 11, this is kind of like number 9, but less colorful and more realistic. Just make a couple apartment buildings. It could only be one, or you can keep making more and more. There's really no limit to this, because you can make them any shape you want, any size you want, any theme / style. With apartments like these, you can make them just keep going, like apartment after apartment, and just on. Number 12, make a bear next to a beehive eating honey. And if you want to, you can even add a bear watching this all happen. No specific reason for this, I just think it'd be a cute and cool thing to have in your Minecraft world. Especially if you had actual bees nest inside the beehive, so then there can be bees coming outside and into the beehive. Make a full house only using one type of wood. You can have any other block. For all the wood you use, only use one type. It can be any type you want, but only use one. This can help you explore different styles of build, even make one of your favorite builds in your world. Number 14, and this is mainly for if you have friends with you, make a hide and seek map. Each of your friends can make one or however many they would like to maps, and then all of y'all go around, hide in it, and have one person try and find you. This can be really fun, but also can be really time consuming, especially depending on how much detail you want to add. Overall, I think this is a really good one to do with your friends. Number 15, make a floating house. It could just be floating in the air, or you can make it look like it's being held up by vines going through a mountain, or you can make it look like it's just being held up by magic. This could look really cool if you play it off right, or it could look really bad if you make it in a bad style. The way this is built, it really plays off the floating house vibes. Number 16, make a mushroom house or even a mushroom village. This is currently only one house and then an enchantment room over here, but you can keep expanding it and even add villagers in there as little civilians in your mushroom village. This is a really fun way to explore with different textures and adding different blocks to make it look very cool and detailed. This is also a really good way if you want to practice your more earthy and planty type builds. Number 17, this is not a specific build, but make a cool nether portal. This one, as you can tell, is based off of an amethyst geode. This one over here is sort of built off of like a sword or like a pan type. And this one right here is just surrounded in amethyst. But there are so many different nether portal designs you can use. Like this one right here that looks like you're walking into the nether, but really it's just the entrance to a nether portal. Number 18, recreate something from a movie into Minecraft. As you can see, this is a good example of when Kong climbed the tower with a person in his hand. This one obviously doesn't have that much detail, but you can add as much or as little detail as you would like. Number 19, make a hard but possible obstacle course. This is really good to do with a friend. We can also do this by yourself just to see how good you are at parkour. Pretty well made obstacle course. It has decently hard parts and easier parts. This would be a really fun one to build. Just make sure you stick to a specific theme. Like how this one is like a dark oak forest theme. This one's good if you want to have fun building it and playing on it. And once you make the end, you can even make it keep going into a different theme. Number 20, make a medieval castle. This is just the entrance to a castle. Since this video has already taken me long enough to get all the builds for, so I just have the entrance for one. Yeah, I feel like this would be a really cool idea, especially if you've never built in like the medieval style. Also, I feel like this would be like a really cool, especially if you make it like a big build like this. If this is just the entrance, then the build itself is going to be pretty big. Okay guys, that was the end of this video. Guys, make sure to comment down below which of these builds were your favorite. And with that, thanks so much for watching. And please make sure to like, subscribe, and have a good day. Bye.